Welcome to Showbiz Fix, your destination for the inside scoop on all our celebrity exclusives. Today we're joined by the couple who entered the Love Island villa on day one, locked it off, fell in love and then left. Their villa journey may have been cut short, but is their relationship the real deal? It's Lola and Sean. I am so glad that I fake tanned because you both look... Well,
I'm joking.
Compared to you two.
Yeah.
I always just think it must be completely mad to go from a villa with like 15 people to this whirlwind. How has it been, Lola?
It's been intense, to be fair. I feel like I'm still out of it. I haven't got on my socials yet for obvious reasons. So it's been good because I don't love having a phone anyway. So I'm quite used to it.
Yeah.
We've had so much support there, haven't we?
Yeah,
Even
loads.
just like in the airports, like just walking around London and things. Like, everyone's been so nice. It's been so lovely. Lots of pictures. It feels a bit surreal. You're probably a bit more used to it than me though.
Yeah. Not in a bad way, but I'd say in Ireland, like I already did a bit of the TikTok and football, I suppose. So I'd have a lot of people on nights out coming up to me asking for pictures already. So it's not too different, but it is really weird that I'm in a different country and it's happening. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it is very surreal, but it's cool.
What have you got each other saved in your phones as?
All right, so here's Fitzy, the little lip bite emoji. And then this is actually so rogue. A little pregnant woman. Because I thought it'd scare him when he'd seen it.
Yeah,
So I was just like, it would scare him, and that's why I did it.
No, it doesn't scare me.
And what have you got Lola as?
The little pocket rocket.
Oh, that's so cute.
Because I was also just, I think someone said it to us when we were in there, what a pocket rocket is. I never heard that. It's like, it's a perfect description of Lola, so I just put it in as pocket rocket.
Yeah, she totally is. Have you seen anything on each other's socials that has given you the ick yet?
No, you're unhinged, but you were so unhinged in there anyway that I feel like no one else. Like, obviously, the people on TikTok have seen the unhinged.
Yeah.
But I feel like people watching the show didn't see how unhinged you are. But I saw it all the time. So everything.
I thought my stuff would actually ick her out, to be honest.
No,
but when I
I
actually
actually love
saw
it.
all my actual personality come up in all these edits, I was loving it. But then when I showed her, it was like, say all these people have their digital footprints and like Lola run because this is Fitzy's. And it's just me being like,
Mr. Bean or something.
yeah, Mr. Bean or whatever. So, yeah.
No, I love it. It's so
I
good.
love that. What I think is really interesting is that you guys were dumped in real life on Wednesday night, but then the next we saw you was Sunday. What happened in those missing 4 days? Where were you?
Dun, dun, dun.
No, Wednesday night we were out at I think 6 a.m. So we went to a hole in villa for whatever up to the Sunday basically, and we were literally having so much fun.
It was so good.
We're our chaperones, literally just making food together every day, watching movies. She watched Young Offenders, which is a really good Irish movie.
Very
so she was
good.
getting culture with that. We were playing like Christmas music and everything. It was like a little
Oh my
family
God,
thing
we
going
had
on.
a security guard, Jake, and he is like so lovely,
Yeah.
and he's Irish, so we had all the Irish music. We're watching Young Offenders with him.
Yeah, everything.
like he's so sound. So he was just like having the two Irish people as well.
Yeah.
like,
He
bouncing
was
off
now
each
doing
other.
runs with me as well. He was
We
like,
watched a bit
"Let's
of
go."
Gaelic football.
We watched a bit of Gaelic football. Caught
I
up
like
with the
it.
results.
It's like your kind of trial run at real life.
Yeah, it was
like
so
a
weird not
soft
having a mic though.
Except we couldn't share a room, which was annoying.
Yeah.
Oh.
Still separate, so. Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll get onto that.
Bet we will.
Your journey, though, obviously just wasn't the same as everyone else's because you chose to leave. What was going through your head when you volunteered to do that? Had you discussed that beforehand?
Yeah. We probably talked about it, I'd say, every day. I'd say for a week and a half, probably before it happened, we were talking about it most days saying, oh, will we just go today? And we were kind of saying, though, we'll just go take it day by day. But it was just kind of getting like, we were getting nothing out of it. And I know originally I said like, don't think we get from me in there's 24 hours to get her every day. The test, because obviously I've said before, like I've been cheated on a good few times. So the test kind of gives me a bit of reassurance. I'm so lucky Lola's so understanding. But even with the tests or whatever, I was sick of the test. I thought, all right, we've had enough tests, we can leave. Because even like kissing challenges and stuff, I just didn't want to be doing it. Like I felt like I was cheating, like the Casa Moore thing. I was almost crying when she should have been the one upset. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It felt horrible. So we just didn't really want to be doing any of that stuff anymore.
When you were having these combos, and producers obviously would have been aware of this, were they like, no, don't leave, stay it out, and that kind of thing? Were they trying to keep you on the show?
Sometimes.
Yeah,
I feel
obviously
like,
they'd be kind of like, oh no, you should stay and all this kind of stuff. But I don't know, we just kind of...
So overly, I think we'd sort of made our minds up a little bit.
Yeah, so when the
before.
opportunity came
And it was
for
like
us to do that, we were
yeah.
like 100% we'll take this. And as well, Lorenzo, like my best friend in there, to be honest, he's been through a lot, obviously having sent Tommy home that time and stuff, and that took a lot out of him. First time crying in 3 years.
I know, and he was
so,
like, for a few days after that, he just wasn't the same.
yeah,
He
so
took
we
it
didn't
really hard.
want to make it difficult for him. We just wanted to like.
And
help
even
him
then,
out,
he
so.
was like, no, we're going to talk about it.
Yeah, he's like, no,
He was
we were
just,
like, no,
gutted.
send us home. We're happy to go. He's like, no, we're going to talk about it.
Well, I would do doing you a favour, mate.
Yeah.
Take it.
Fans were convinced though in that moment that you weren't happy to leave because there was one moment where you sort of did a face.
Everyone's
Your
calling about my
faces,
face.
yeah,
My
they
face card
get
is so
me.
bad. And the funniest one is the snog Mary Pie when she has to marry. I'm like, or something. I'm
The
like,
pile.
Yeah.
I think a lot of time I'm trying to be serious. I just kind of go about things jokey. Like, you know, I joke, oh, she's going to ask me to marry, like it's in a joke way. But people
Yeah.
pick it up as actually like I'm being serious when it's
Yeah.
literally just jokes the whole time. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's funny going online and just seeing your face. I was just like,
You can't do anything with your face or say anything without people reading
no,
into it.
exactly.
Yeah,
That's
100%. He
Yeah.
was under
Social media.
duress.
yeah.
They all thought, fans being that that because, you know, a couple of votes had come in with you guys in the bottom and that sort of thing, that you left to regain the power. What do you think, Lola?
I think we were gonna leave. We have been speaking about leaving anyway, and like honestly, our intentions with that, I wasn't even thinking about things like that. It was literally like Lorenzo. He takes this so hard. He takes it so personally. You could see even when it was like read out that he had to do this again, and even before that, you could tell in his head he was like, "It's going to be me. I'm to pick people to leave."
Yeah.
And we can read him so well, and he just is so upset with things like that. And obviously, the other two couples, like Meek and Samraj, we're really close to. We love Meek and Samraj, and I think that they've sort of at the beginning had like a bit, we're going well, had a wobble, come back together, and they've still got so much to like explore with that.
Yeah.
Obviously, like Martha and Jordan, really
just
early
brand new.
doors,
They
like
need a
so
chance
brand
to do
new,
something like
and it'd be so unfair to like if we know we're ready and we found what we came in there for.
Yeah.
Like what would be the point of us staying and taking that opportunity away from someone else?
Yeah, completely.
So that was literally, I think, what our mindset was.
Yeah.
On that day as well.
When I heard that you guys had left, I was like, I completely get it.
Yeah.
Because, you know, there's been couples before on Love Island, and like I think Luca and Gemma Owen were like, we're just sick of having to do these challenges. Like we just
Yeah.
like each
Yeah,
other.
we
Just
were
like,
literally the
yeah.
same, I think,
Yeah.
And I think when we're talking about, a lot of the time we're talking about like going like the future and our lives together, and you know, we're just excited, just want to do it.
Yeah.
And you're waiting for something, it's just like almost like waiting for a holiday, just want to go, just want to be there.
Yeah.
And I think we're a lot like that as well. We just wanted to almost like get
Yeah.
into
Get
it a
going,
bit,
like.
get going a bit.
And obviously, Lola, you'd fallen into a whole heap of ag with Yulia.
Yeah.
And everything that was going on with her. So were you surprised when you came out to see how popular she is?
I think obviously like contextually, you're only seeing such a small snippet of what's happening in there. I think that had it been shown, like obviously I know they can never show the entirety of it. It was stuff that sort of went on for such a long period of time. I think if that had somehow been able to be shown and people still had their opinions on me and Yulia, that I'd back it. I'd be like, do you know what, fair enough, you've seen everything. It's difficult when obviously you can't fit all of that in there, and the stuff that's being shown isn't necessarily like contextually what had happened.
Yeah.
So I think in that sense, it's like I don't want ever to anyone to get hate. I've been getting so much hate at the minute. I do not want her to get hate at all. That's and I think it's so unjust for anybody. I'm not just saying this about me. Like I would hate for anyone to be in this position. I do not want anyone to hate her.
Yeah.
And I just think there was a lot of things where it maybe looked like I was sort of instigating stuff that I had tried so many times to sort of squash it, be like, live and let live. Let's just do this. Like there'd been days where like I'd be like hugging her, we'd be talking normally, and like when Charlene left, I was like consoling her, being like, it's so shit when people leave. Like, and I do like as a person, I don't like having drama with people. The whole way through, I never had drama with anyone. Like, I'm not that person. So I think obviously, like for me, it's like we both said our bet, let's just leave it.
Yeah.
And it was sort of then constantly getting reignited. And I think that's when you struggle, because it's just like in some minutes I'm like, okay, it's done, we've finished it. And then like suddenly it's been brought back up again. And I'm like, where is this coming from?
Yeah.
And then not like, obviously yours, like what's being shown is like short snippets of that. Like some of it will be like 20-minute long conversations, and it's just like difficult, and you're sort of getting called names.
Like
And like
the daybeds when we were
this,
sitting
it
for
was,
half an hour.
Yeah.
yeah, it was a long period, and I think like, but I do not want anyone to hate her. I do not want her getting any sort of like hatred. It's horrible.
Yeah.
And I think that that's just not what I want. I don't want people to hate on me.
Yeah.
But I don't want anyone hating on her. I don't want the opposite of not hating on me to be hating on her.
I think you're
I just
doing...
want it to be
Yeah.
squashed. Just like leave it. Like it's all been said. It's been shown. We've said our bit. She's obviously got her opinions. We've got our opinions. We've like sort of cleared up a bit the context. If let's just leave it now. Like
Yeah.
I just don't want people like gunning for it. Like it's just it's happened. We're out. She's still in there. Let's just like squash it.
I think the one thing that fans were saying is that sort of it felt like you were repeatedly targeting one person, and so it was perceived like you were bullying her. Can you kind of understand where they were coming from?
I don't think so at all,
No,
to be
I
honest.
actually don't, to be fair. Like even the stuff I've like, obviously I think a lot of context is missing. However, I think if you ask anybody in there, like whoever comes out, they would be able to say that's not the case.
Yeah.
I think like even like, for example, I was saying like Lorenzo, when we left, Lorenzo was hugging me for like the longest time. You can literally see it in there. Like it was like such a long hug. Like you're going around like hugging everyone else, and he's still like literally latched to me.
Yeah.
He's done that. And I think everyone was crying. He was so upset that we were leaving. If I was a bullying, especially to him, like if I was bullying his like partner in there, would he be doing all that?
Yeah,
No,
absolutely
it's just
fair.
like,
Yeah.
it's,
Yeah.
yeah. And I think like there was so much love for everyone, like, and we had so much love for us coming out. And I think if it was the case where like, I know that's the narrative that's happening, but if that was the case, do we think that I would be getting so much love in there and like everyone absolutely crying, they didn't want us to go?
Yeah.
I just, that wouldn't be the case.
Yeah. It sounds almost a bit like DCI Lola Deal would arrest ITV over this. You know, maybe we should roll these tapes instead and that
No
might
comment.
exonerate you.
We'll do a no comment interview for this one.
I'll plead the fifth on this. I want to talk about Lorenzo, your bestie.
Yeah.
Have you seen the Lorenzo edits? Everyone's shipping
Lorenzo.
Jasmine and Lorenzo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm not
Everyone,
surprised, yeah.
oh my God, everyone is obsessed with Jasmine and Lorenzo to the point where, you know, the affair in plain sight.
Yes.
Yes.
There is whole romantic edits of them and how much they love
got
each
little
other.
fanfic.
You need to treat yourself to watching these online.
I haven't
They're good. I've
seen
not
any of them
seen-
yet, no.
Oh my God, well, you've got a treat ahead of you. Do you feel like Lorenzo loves Jasmine?
Loves, Jesus, no.
No chance.
No way. Loves Jasmine. No, he got on really well with her as a friend. Well, it's weird because at the start, he just sometimes wants what he can't have. So like obviously at the start he was with Jasmine, but he didn't really give it the time he probably should have. And then he wanted to get to know other, I think Priya came in then, was it?
Yeah.
Got to know Priya. And it was only down the line then, like when he was coupled up with someone else, that he kind of formed the relationships with other people like Jasmine, for example. He just became friends then. But no, he definitely does not love Jasmine whatsoever. I think Yulia is definitely the best suited person for him there by a mile.
Okay.
Like she's the same personality as him, same crack. And I was in cast with them. I saw them the whole time. And she's just a bit of him, like 100%. So I'd say definitely they're the best suited, I think,
Yeah.
out of all his little relationships.
I think with the Jasmine thing as well, like, I think like they had their, if they were going to be something, I think there would have been something to start. I think there was all that flirty. They are quite flirty people.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I
they're
just
both
don't
flirty
think it
people,
was
yeah.
like a. I never thought they were going to end up back together when we were in there. To be
When you've
fair.
watched the edits, let me know what you think.
No, see, they were always open about that they flirted with each other, so that
It was
wasn't
like
a shock
80%
to us.
chat,
do you know what I mean?
20% flirt.
They were
Yeah.
saying that. So, and like Lorenzo obviously had said at one stage, like, you know, like if he wanted to get to know Jazz, he would have, but like he was happy with Yaz at the time
Yeah.
and stuff. So, you know, if he wanted to, he would have. Like, it's not like anything was stopping him from. He was just happy where he was at the
Yeah, I
time.
think
Yeah.
so.
There was lots of lovely edits for you two as well.
Oh,
We had a look at a few of them, and they were
Yeah.
funny enough. Yeah.
So everyone was quite shocked when you said on After Sun that nothing had happened, no steamy, under-attented
Right.
Yeah.
duvet.
We not once pitched
I was so adamant about it. I was like, I'm a teacher. I said, I'm not doing anything because as well, you don't want to, if my kids were watching that, like, you don't want to scare poor kids. Like, do you know what I mean? So I was just saying like, but Lola was the same, to be fair. And we just said, all we're doing is kissing, nothing else. So that's why whenever we were kissing, I was like, let's make sure we're above the covers. Because if you go under the covers, like a lot of people are, that's dangerous territory. So I was like, stay above.
Yeah.
Stay above the water.
Finley had that laboured metaphor about having fully built the house now.
And we only heard that when we came out as well.
literally, we didn't
I hear all the
know
boys, the analogy they're using is pitching tents. So like, you know, if obviously they're sitting down, they have the knee up pitching the tent. And if they're pitching a tent, it means they might have been doing something. I don't actually know, but like that they were just saying pitching tents. Like Cav would be like, he was pitching a tent. And then I remember I made a joke with Finley. I was like, looked like you were pitching a 4-man tent. It was that big. Like, so I don't know what was going on underneath it. They might have just been cuddling, but we'll never know.
Is anyone else at it that you know of pitching the tented duvet?
People have
there's
been,
always a lot
they're
of
always
pitched
saying,
tents.
Lorenzo was saying he's pitching the tent. Like everyone's jokes about pitching tents.
But I don't think
But,
anything's
like,
really
I
happened.
don't
As
think-
far as I know,
yeah.
I've not heard anything actually.
No lads have actually been like, oh,
happening.
we've done this
it.
or like
No, I've
that.
never had anything from that.
They
Yeah.
just pitching tent as a
They're just
joke,
pitching
but
tents.
that could just mean kissing and getting a bit steamy. But like Tommy and Yaz pitch tents all the time, but
Yeah.
doesn't mean anything.
No.
I'm
don't know.
really interested about how this all plays out with your jobs because you've both got quite sensible jobs. Are you going back to teaching and police?
No. So I finished the police before I even went on.
Oh, okay.
So I'd quit being a detective before I even got confirmed to come on here.
Okay.
So I wouldn't be going back anyway.
Yeah, that would
Yeah.
probably be quite hard now, wouldn't it?
I think so.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
teaching.
Teaching, I think I came across respectful and everything. You know, I wasn't doing anything. I said when I go in, I want to be come across as like respectful towards women and a bit of crack. And
Yeah.
I think I kind of,
You did that.
obviously maybe not the airtime with the crack stuff, but at least I came across respectful to women. That's what I really wanted to do.
Yeah.
So I think My principal, like she's so funny. She's lovely, like, and she watches the show every year, and she's like, you know, I've no issue you going on. Like, there's a job here for when you come back, because she knows what I'm like and everything. But I'm taking a year out this year just to go traveling and stuff or whatever.
Yeah.
So, but definitely down the line, I'll definitely go back to teaching, because like even in there, I was saying to Lola, I missed the kids
miss the
so much in
kids
my
so
class. They had their
much.
graduation, confirmation, I was missing it all.
Yeah.
I was like, I really wish I was there for it. So
He also
I'll
needs to
definitely
go back to be such a good teacher. Whenever he tells me any stories about his teaching, I'm literally there like, oh my God, you're the sweetest person.
probably spend a bit too much money on them though.
Yeah,
That's
but it's
probably
so
the only thing.
sweet.
I think there's a real career opportunity for you though with Magic Mike.
Oh,
Oh, we
listen,
agree.
she recognises. I feel like whenever I was walking around, I was just be jumping into the floor and doing the worm and stuff
It's
and all
so
that.
good.
But me and Cav said we're going to set up a little kind of, I don't know what we're called, the Kent Boys or something. I have to become one of them, and it'll just be like a 2-man show, and we're just going to do a bit of Magic Mike stuff, I think.
I absolutely think that they would have you.
Do you think?
Yeah, because the moves were.
They were good, weren't they? He's good.
I do think it's wild though, Lola, that you said on the debrief that a 3-way snog is not that deep.
Just in terms of like, I think the optics of it looks so much worse than what it
Yeah,
is.
the
Because
optics weren't great.
realistically, when you're there, like what are you actually like? It's
In my
quite hard to
defence,
get the angles.
Yeah.
I remember they said like I had to kiss the girls with the smallest shoe sizes, and the 2 girls were like size 4 or something. And I was like, okay, so which one? They were like, no, both of us. I was like, okay, come on, we'll just do it. So
Yeah.
But I think even with that, like Lola knows that I didn't want to be doing. We knew like in that challenge you have to be doing loads of kissing, so I was like, it wasn't like a 20-second kiss,
Yeah.
and that all my kisses were short enough. So I tried to do dancing to like make it look
Alleviate
good so
from
we
the
could win,
kisses.
Yeah.
but also then not much kissing. Do
And
you
I
know what
love
I mean?
this dancing. I'm like, I literally said to when we were doing the challenge, I was like, oh my God, I hope Fitz gets a dancing one because we'll
Yeah.
smash it. Because you're like
Yeah.
the sluttiest little dancer.
I'll take that. Do you know what? I'll take that. You said Magic Mike. She says that, so I'll take it. Must be calling.
Again, I feel like sometimes, Sean, you do things and then Lola cops heat for it somehow. But this was another
Somehow.
one where you'd done it
Yeah.
and then it was Lola that was brushing it under the carpet, and that's what people
Yeah.
had a
Took
problem
from it.
with.
I think
Do you feel like you were brushing it under the carpet? Because it did look that way.
I can see how it looked that way, especially when we watched it back. We have seen that bit back, and I do massively appreciate that. I think obviously, like there's, like I say, you don't see everything. We'd had like a really long conversation, and he'd told me like in depth everything that happened, and it was like, do you know what I mean? It's like I get it. We'd spoke about it.
Yeah.
So for me, like you're in a group of people, a group setting. We've already had our talk. We've already sort of like reached a thing on that. Like we're chill now. Like I'm not gonna like start rehashing it just for the sake of rehashing it. And I think the girls have come for a good bit because I had said to them like, oh, he said this, but obviously I've just been like da 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 da. But I know we've had like this, what's actually happened.
Yeah.
And then I think for me it's just like I'm not like I don't love like a public thing anyway. If I was gonna have like an issue with like not that I ever
whenever
have
issues,
issues,
we
we
just
just
talk
like
together,
talk it through like normally. And that's how we work. And I think we've always had really good communication. So for me, it was just like, just because suddenly like, I mean, I'm not going to like be performatively angry when I'm actually like, we've discussed it and it's fine.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I
Something
do
like
see what
that.
you mean. When you explain it like this, it makes more sense because at the time it did feel a bit like you were like, let's not have this row. We want to be perfect. We want to look perfect.
Yeah, no.
we can see how that would come across.
100%. I can see how that would come across. I think that we just like,
Well, literally, as soon as we came back from Casa, I pulled you and I said every exact detail. I said,
detail.
right, first of all, I took off my top, then I did this, then I did this, and this is. So I went through literally every single detail. So
Yeah.
I think when it came up, then it wasn't a shock.
it
We're
wasn't
like,
a shock
we know that
because we already
happened.
knew it happened.
Yeah.
And like when you've already had that discussion, like then seeing it, like obviously it's not nice, but it's just like, I knew it kind of thing. So it was just like, for me, it was just like, we'd already had this chat.
Yeah, fine. Okay, right. Any other business? I'm moving on to my agenda that I've got here. Sean, did you see that your ex, Helen Galgi, was rumoured to be
Yes,
pregnant?
I have seen this. Good old Helen Galgi, who I've never heard of.
What?
Yeah, I've never heard of her. So I got out.
That's
I heard
mad.
that my ex was going in.
Yeah.
And I was expecting to hear a name I knew. And then this Helen Galgi. It's like, who's this? But I was buzzing. I was like, I love that someone like.
She
you
was-
know, saying
Someone
that.
cares enough.
Someone likes me.
She was fully turned away from the airport security and everything.
What?
Well, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like these Love Island rumours just grow legs. Okay, well, that's solved.
Yeah.
Case closed.
Case closed.
Who is the famous singer that you said that you dated?
Brooke Scullion. Or Brooke Scullion, yeah.
Okay.
So she was just a singer who performed on Eurovision and went on a few dates with her, and that was it. Not next, but I just went on a few dates with her and stuff. She's a lovely girl, yeah.
That's amazing. And Lola, the footballers that you've been on dates with.
I wasn't a footballer. No,
Who was it?
I,
No, that
that
was
wasn't me. That
Angie.
was Angie and
that was
Jasmine.
Angie. Oh, okay,
Jasmine.
fine.
Yeah, no, not me.
No, she's got a Gaelic footballer.
Now
though.
she's
Gaelic,
got her
I
own
had,
Gaelic
yeah, that's what I said. I
footballer.
had my Gaelic footballer.
Fine. The World Cup. Is anyone coming in and telling you where England are up to? Surely you all know
No.
what the
Like,
situation
not
No,
is.
even.
but we were asking loads, and it was really frustrating not being able to do it. But obviously sometimes the runners would be wearing an England jersey and we'd be like,
so
oh, maybe
like,
they're
they
still
must
in.
be
Are they
still
still in?
in.
But then again, you forget what day it is and you're like, wait, have they played? And it was really frustrating.
So completely locked down. Nobody knows
No,
that
you don't
England's
know
still in.
anything
don't
about
know
the outside
anything,
world at all.
honestly.
Oh
So
my
frustrating.
God, because
Yeah.
we're all convinced that you must know by now.
No.
Fine, great. George, obviously he left under quite contentious sort of circumstances.
What were they?
So I'm going to ask you that question.
Oh, we'd have no idea.
Oh, okay.
No.
So he was removed from the villa because
Yeah.
he made an offensive, inappropriate slur. He made a comment about somebody and was kicked out of the villa.
Oh, okay.
But you guys have no idea.
No.
No, we were told it was
We were told it was a
private
family
reasons.
private thing because he went upstairs one of the nights and then like the next morning Lorenzo was then told to let us know that
He just went
George was
for
like
reasons
private
or
reasons.
something.
So we just
Yeah.
assumed it was like a family
Yeah,
thing.
we thought it was a family thing.
So there was this whole saga where George came in to be interviewed, sat here, and told us that he had a family private issue. There was a medical problem in his family,
Okay.
which is true. But he'd also not told us that this situation had happened where he was kicked out because of what he'd said. And I then found this out a week later, and he tried to cover it up. So it was a huge scandal, which you guys had no idea about.
No.
Lola's looking at me like, oh.
No, I'm like, no, didn't have any.
Yeah.
George.
No, George.
Damn. I didn't know that at all.
Okay, well, let me know when you know.
We'll let you know when we know. We'll be looking it up straight after this.
And then I've got a football question. What do you think of the fact that Mayo is in the All-Ireland final?
Fuckers. Honestly, like, I think out of being dumped, one of the worst things was going online and seeing Mayo or in the All-Ireland final. Like, it's like when you come out of like something and then COVID's just happened. It's like, it's that big a deal. Like, it's just madness. But no, they'd be like our biggest rivals. So seeing them there is just mad. But do you know what? They are neighbours. So we do wish them all the best, to be fair, at the end of the day, because they're in Connacht. Like, that's our province. So we'd rather them than Kerry, I think, because Kerry win it every year.
Fair enough. I mean, none of that means anything to
Yeah,
me.
I knew everything I was saying. You're just like,
Yeah.
The people that wanted to know will be happy that you said that, I
Yeah.
guess. Final question. Are you really going to move to Dublin? Because what does your family think about this?
Oh, my family met Fitz the
yeah,
other
we
day.
actually met after,
After
as
we
soon as
came back from
we
the
arrived,
airport.
we had dinner with her family and her brothers, and it was so
brothers.
good.
Love him.
They're so nice.
We love your brother online. He's been defending you and all
Oh,
sorts
I
of
mean,
things.
both of them have been on it. Yeah,
Oh.
it's
Two of
really
them, yeah.
sweet boys.
No, they're
Couple of
very
heat
good.
for it, but I love them for it.
That's fantastic. And you've passed the test with the brothers.
Oh,
Oh,
massively.
yeah, 100%. Yeah.
That's always-
And we've been on FaceTime with my parents and stuff, and sister,
Yeah.
and they all love her. So
So it's really good.
we just got to get over to Ireland now.
Gonna move to Dublin or Galway, isn't it? We're gonna see with the football.
Yeah, we'll see with football as well, but it'll be Dublin or Galway, yeah.
What do you mean you're just going to see what happens with the football? Are you moving teams?
No, I'm not moving teams, but we'll just see like if we're doing it this year or what the crack is. Like
Okay,
if I want to go back or if I want to, like, obviously going traveling as well. If you go traveling loads, then you won't be able to commit at the start of the season, and then it might look bad then just joining midway through. Do you know, people are like, oh, well, you know, like it looks bad. So if I'm going to commit from the start, I'll commit from the start, but I haven't decided anything yet.
I thought I was about to get some transfer gossip then.
Oh,
No,
you're
although I've
playing
already
for
got
Galway.
I've got a few texts saying
Yeah.
from teams saying to transfer to Dublin teams, because we've been saying we're like staying in Dublin and stuff, but haven't replied.
But when
I
you're
love
teaching,
that.
he's like traveling a lot because you're teaching in Dublin, traveling to Galway.
Yeah, every
So it's
second day I
football's
travel a
Galway.
3-hour return journey. So 6 hours every second day driving. So
Yeah. Fine. Well, I love it. I thought I was about to segue into some football breaking news
no,
then.
no,
No,
not
not
breaking
even.
news. No,
I was
sticking
well
with the club. with Barna.
I was well pleased with myself. Lola, any DM slides for you?
I wouldn't know. I've not been on anything.
So this is to protect yourself from the hate and everything that you've seen.
Yeah, I feel like just it's not needed at the minute for me to like go back on things. I'm quite content. We're in our little bubble.
But she
at
hasn't
the
even
minute.
seen anything.
I haven't,
She's
I
been
haven't-
told.
yeah, I've just been
so she
told it's
hasn't gone
bad,
on
so
it,
I
like,
just haven't.
We just
really
go on
gone
my phone to get her.
Yeah, we just look up the little
Looking at
Starling
funny,
memes on your
funny
phone.
little edits of me wrapped up as a.
Like me, like a bride behind
Yeah.
him. They're actually very amazing. They're quite good. Those ones. We like those ones.
I think that's smart. And
Yeah.
you've got each other, so I love
And we've
that
got each
for
other.
you.
I was
Yeah.
quite happy. I'm not really like a phone girl anyway.
Yeah.
So like we're just in our little bubble. We've got so much on every day as well.
Yeah.
I've really not missed it.
And we've got the big girlfriend boyfriend question asking to look forward to as well. Because
Yes,
exactly.
100%, yeah.
you were cheated from that in the villa, so
We were.
we'll
know.
look out for
You
it.
got done dirty there. I had such a good plan and everything. I did tell her this. I did give her the song that I wrote for her and everything. She
Oh,
does
it was
have
so
that.
nice, I
had no
cried.
paper
It
in the
was so
villa, so I had to
sweet.
write on a cardboard box for her and everything. Like, and she's kept that now. So
I've got my little Oreo cookie cardboard box. The song
Yeah.
you wrote me.
That's sweet.
And he sings it when walking down the street sometimes, which is very sweet.
Are we allowed a sneak peek?
do you want to hear it?
You can do it.
Okay. Make sure I get it right. So there's an Irish song called Horse Outside, okay? And it's not very fit. It's like, fuck your Honda Civic, I have a horse outside. So I was teaching Lorenzo that. He learned the whole song. All the boys love it in there.
Yeah.
Probably not aired, obviously, for commercial reasons. But we just changed the lyrics and I was going to get all the boys to do dancing it and everything like, and I had a huge plan, but it's like, I'm in the Love Island villa. I'm looking for a wife. I see this girl named Lola Deal. She's really just my type. She's like no other girl I've ever seen before. Her eyes, her smile, her style, her bum. She's really got it all. The optics aren't great is her favorite phrase. When we're lying face to face, she leaves me in a daze. She's smart, kind and caring. She always loves to clean. My favorite thing about her is when she goes, and it's like, I say, Lola Deal is perfect. She's the one for me. Lola Deal is the other half of me. And Lola Deal, I love her. She's everything I'll need. If you want to get with her, you got to go through me. And that was it, yeah.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah, see, listen, that's what they could have had. But
That's what they could have had with all these performances.
yeah, and the boys were going to be doing little dances, and you know how Finley loves kicking up the legs on his bed. He was going to do dazing in our, like the dazing bit and do that. So I'd loads of dance moves for the boys and everything, but just never made it, unfortunately.
Never made it.
I'm almost glad that didn't happen because I got to see it.
You got to see it
you got
firsthand.
nobody else
first
has seen it. This is
preview.
exclusive.
This is exclusive.
I've only ever
That's your
told her it, yeah.
exclusive.
Oh my gosh, in 4K. Well, I mean, where do we go from there? I think that we should just finish it there on that wonderful
that's
note.
On the
It's a
wonderful
good note, yeah.
note.
Guys. So that's your Showbiz Fix for this week. Remember to subscribe to us here on the Sun's Showbiz YouTube channel for all the inside TV and celebrity gossip. See you next week.